Howdy everybody! Today on Tequila TV, we're coming to you from the LA Equestrian Center in beautiful downtown Burbank. The reason I am here is to help introduce the next episode of Tequila TV. There is a horse theme in this show. The neighborhood surrounding the Equestrian Center is also relative to today's show. Many of the houses in this area have horses in their backyard. There is also a music angle. Since it is Rocktober, we are featuring music all month. Horses, horses, horses. You might be thinking that this show is about Patti Smith. She released her debut album called Horses in 1975. It was produced by John Cale and is considered one of the best punk records of all time. Alas, it is not about Patti Smith. However, you would be close. This show is about another exceptional musician, and it is about one of the greatest rock bands of all time, The Doors. Robby Krieger, who played guitar in the Doors band, has a recording studio nearby in Glendale. The name of the recording studio is HORSE Latitudes. That is the significance of these horses around me. The Equestrian Center is also within 4 blocks of this studio. I've known Robby Krieger for over 25 years, along with other members of the Doors. Now, only he and John Densmore are alive. John was the drummer, but now has severe tinnitus and cannot perform. Last month, Robby Krieger gave us a tour of his recording studio called HORSE Latitudes. Opened in 2013, HORSE Latitudes is a state-of-the-art private recording facility located in beautiful Glendale, California. It's owned by Robby Krieger with producer and recording engineer Michael Dumas. It has digital recording equipment and vintage analog, including a Neve board that was used to record Michael Jackson's Thriller album, the best-selling album worldwide with over 45 million sold between 1982 and 2018. HORSE Latitudes also has some recreational facilities for artists in between sessions. The studio boasts a golf simulator game in which you can play any course in the world. Reservations can be booked by appointment. You can also check out Facebook and Instagram accounts for more information. Meanwhile, sit back, relax, and watch Tequila TV. Yeah!
Must say goodbye. We lost. I must have whiskey on your
Hi, Hi, this is Tequila Mockingbird at Tequila TV, and today we have something special. We're at HORSE Latitudes, the fabulous studio owned by Robby Krieger. Hi, Robby, how are you?
Hi, Tequila.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Tell me all about this room, this wonderful room we're in. It's so nice.
Well, I wish it was bigger, but it's if you pan around, you can see all different golf memorabilia and stuff like that. And we have this thing called the Foresight Golf Simulator, and it so you can actually play golf, and it simulates you hitting the ball, and it tells you how far it went, the spin rate, if it went left or right, and you can actually see the trail of the ball.
So your rock star friends come here and play golf with you?
Exactly, and it seems like more and more lately musicians are getting into golf. I guess Alice Cooper was the first guy who got it going, but I was before him, so I started when I was like 10 years old.
And you say there's like a song inside you that you play whenever you're playing golf, you feel?
Yeah, I like to have a song going, if you think you're too quick with the golf swing, then you pick a slower song.
And what was it you were thinking of the last time?
Last time it was Giant Steps, which is really fast because my swing was too slow. So.
All right, well, let's see that swing. I know you're a swinging guy, so let's check you out.
Gotta make sure this is working here. All right, so I'm going that way. And you're going to be able to see the trail of the golf ball. Ready? Look at that, straight as an arrow.
You play a lot of tournaments.
I do, actually. See, it shows you all your ball launch angle, speed, path, all that stuff that you probably don't want to know. Okay, one more. To get the ball in the perfect spot. Ready?
Wow, like lightning.
It goes. That went 170 yards. Launch angle 17.4. All that stuff. Ben Hogan, when he made the famous shot, one-iron shot at Marion to win the U.S. Open back in '51, I think it was.
What is this?
That is it's a poster with pictures of all the guys who won the PGA tournament over the years. Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Tiger Woods, all those guys.
Gee, and I thought Arnold Palmer was just a drink.
Well, it became a drink after he used to order, iced tea and
Lemonade.
lemonade, and you put that together, you get an Arnold Palmer.
Are any of these paintings famous? Or artists?
That one's by Scott Medlock, my buddy. He's a sports artist, and he paints all the golfers, and he did Babe Ruth there, and the original is owned by Babe's daughter now. And that was from a famous photograph. You've probably seen that one when Babe came back, 20 years later to be honored by the Yankees.
There you go. All right, so we're here with Robby Krieger at HORSE Latitudes. Tell me about this room.
Well, this we call the Doors room because we have some of the Doors, gold records and stuff. But the main thing is on the wall here we have doors. These were doors we found in the junkyard, and some of them are pretty cool.
So they're pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
So you designed this room yourself?
Well, no, it was the guy the architect who designed this building, that was his idea to have the doors up on the wall.
It is kind of a cool idea.
His name is Harper Hug, H-U-G, like a hug.
Oh, great name.
Yeah.
So tell me about these guitars.
These are just guitars we have hanging around. This one's made out of graphite. It's pretty unusual. That's a box guitar. The guy in the Rolling Stones used a box bass. And that's a banjo, and that's a regular bass or two. And
Your organ?
yeah, that's an old.
B3, yeah?
I think it's an M3.
Oh.
It's a Hammond though. And look at that old radio, man. That thing's like 100 years old.
Yeah, and I see the microphone.
It's an AM radio. Yeah, a microphone has nothing to do with the radio, really. But look at these old album covers. Those are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Michael C. Ford collects these old album covers, and you don't see those every day. Those are from like the 40s and 30s.
And as you
Album covers are pretty cool.
party, don't let them take me. And what is this, and who signed this?
That's the Fillmore East, I believe. Yeah, Fillmore East, back in New York. Shortly after the Fillmore West became famous, they started one up in New York. And we played there with Janice Ian was second on the bill. And at that time she was young, and she had to get to school the next day, so and we were relatively unknown. So she was like the headliner because she had that big hit song, I forget what it was. So we went on and said, okay, you only have a half an hour because Janice has to get home and go to bed because she has to get a test in the morning. So we kept playing and playing and playing. And Murray the K was the guy who was the, he
Famous
was the
announcer, yes.
Announcer, right. And he was going crazy. He was pulling his hair out. He's going, you guys are killing me. You're killing me. and so finally we said, okay, one more song. And what did we pick at the end, which is like a 15 to 20 minute song. So he was really pissed.
Tell me about all these wonderful gold records. I mean, you have enough gold here. This is Fort Knox of rock and roll, right?
I guess you could say that. Well, they're just, some of the singles and albums that went gold back in the day. So, yeah, we're lucky to have that many. A lot of groups don't really have that many gold.
What is this? That big one with all the albums. Are those all gold records?
Where?
That framed?
That one?
No, the one
This
in the
one?
middle.
Oh, this one. Yeah, that was all of our albums that went gold. This one.
So what is this room, Robby?
This is the mix room. It's where you record the stuff in that big room, and then you bring it in here to mix it down, to make it 2-track.
So, Robby, tell me, where did you get this board? Tell me about this board. It's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't
It's
it?
analog, yeah?
Yeah, sure is. Look at all these buttons, man. Each one of these channels has like 30 buttons in which you can change the sound, or you can make a shelf for cut off the highs or the lows, or there's so much you can do with it. But anyway, this board was over at Westlake Audio in Hollywood, and this is where Quincy Jones used to work on this board. He did Thriller, all of his stuff in those days. And you'd think he would have kept it at his house or something, but all of a sudden we heard they were getting rid of it. They were getting a new board in the Studio B or whatever it was. I raced over there and and they almost paid me to take it away. Recording room.
This is the recording
Yeah,
room.
the other one was the mixing room, so that you record your album in here, and see out there is the main studio where you put the drums or whatever you're recording, and then all the sound comes in here, and then you can mess with it with these channels here, and you can either put it on tape, on 24-track tape machine, or just do it with the digital stuff, which is what most people like to do today, unfortunately. See, I like the tape. I like that tape sound.
And it's warmer, isn't it? It's a
is,
warmer
yeah,
sound.
it is. So,
How long have you been here?
about 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Is this your first studio, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've always had studios at my house, but this is my first real studio. Yeah, definitely. And probably my last. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's not a big money-making proposition anymore, unfortunately. But we have fun, that's the main thing. And we do a lot of, do a lot of stuff for charities, so that's a good thing.
Film, television?
Yeah, we can do all that, We're getting geared up in there so we can do surround sound mixing for movies. Haven't done any yet, but it would be nice. In here we have 2 vocal isolation booths.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the light on.
Boy, that's a big isolation booth for girls. Yes.
Yeah, and then you could put like 6 or 8 horns in there, or
Yes.
a string section or whatever, or one guy. And when you're in there, it's totally quiet. It's like you cannot hear what's going on out here. So you don't get any feedback, you know. And do you want to see why we called it HORSE Latitudes Studio?
Yes. And I want to know why you call it HORSE Latitudes Studio.
Well, HORSE Latitudes is one of the Doors songs. It's more like a poem with music to it. But if we go back here behind. There's a door here.
Super secret.
Are there horses back here?
This is the door. The door's here.
Oh my God. There are horses.
Oh, where's the horses there? All these places have horses. So it's damn hot today.
I know.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, horsey.
Aren't you hot?
Hi, horsey. Hi, beautiful. Oh, you're beautiful.
Tequila, look at me.
What a great looking horse. What's the horse's name?
Nah, this belongs to this guy here. All these places have horses. See, here's a nice pinto here. Hey, horsey. How you doing, man? What's up? I wish I had an apple for you. Good dog. These poor horses. It's fucking hot.
So how many people have you had in this studio rehearsing at one time?
Yeah. I have like 30.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's 33 by 40 something.
And how long did it take to build?
Too long. Harper hug. And wasn't his fault. It was the city of Glendale is terrible. They had one guy working the whole city for permits. So everything took like,
Forever.
oh,
So how long did it take?
it took maybe 3 years to build it. Should have took 1 year.
Let's look at some of your work and your friends' work and
Okay.
tell me about this.
Posters and stuff.
Yes.
Well, hello, I love you. I want you to tell me your name. Somebody's idea of a poster. And that was my poster. What album was that? I think it was just called Robby Krieger. And
It's a great picture of you, and all three of them are fabulous.
well, that's because I was young.
That helps.
Yeah. This is funny. This is some receipts from Jim Morrison when he was in Paris, I think. He actually used his credit card for the first time.
I love these.
Yeah, HORSE LATITUDES. And that was our album cover for our Full Circle. Sorry. So you can see the full circle of man being born and then dying and then he's born again.
It's like the Krishna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who was the artist?
God, you know, I don't know.
How'd you find him?
Hell if I know. I think Danny found him. Danny Sugarman.
Sugarman.
Really? Was he around then?
Yeah. That was 1972 or 3.
What's this thing?
What is this?
When You're Strange, that was a video that we did on some kind of award.
Okay. And over here we have the work of the master.
Yeah, this one is Light My Fire. So if you sing those notes, you'll go, come on baby, light my fire. And that one is HORSE LATITUDES again.
Oh, I love that.
Or that could be Riders on the Storm.
I like the color. It's really
Yes,
great.
Wow, it's a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should be Riders on the Storm more than HORSE LATITUDES. That was with special guest Waylon Krieger.
Waylon was Waylon the other night.
Yeah.
Yes. And these?
These are, you remember John Leon?
Mm-hmm.
That's his wife Pam's pictures. She loves to paint cats. Everybody loves those things.
And you could-
That's my mom's painting.
Oh, your mom.
Yeah. That's her painting.
She painted it?
She painted it.
Wow,
Of
she's
the Doors.
talented.
Yeah, that's in her mind, that was the Doors.
That was great.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was.
When the still sea conspires in honor, and her sullen and aborted currents breed tiny monsters, true sailing is dead.
Very cool.
How about doing one where you do like super close-ups, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me turn this.